The Pinta Island tortoise, scientifically known as Chelonoidus abingdoni, was a remarkable reptilian species that inhabited the Galápagos Islands, an archipelago situated in the Pacific Ocean, off the coast of Ecuador. Among these islands, Pinta Island was home to one of the most famous individuals of this species, Lonesome George, the last known Pinta Island tortoise. His story is not only a testament to the incredible biodiversity of the Galápagos, but also a poignant reminder of the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect endangered species worldwide. Lonesome George, the last of his kind. Lonesome George was discovered on Pinta Island in 1971 by Hungarian scientist József Vagvalji. He was the last surviving member of the Pinta Island tortoise species, and his solitary existence earned him the nickname Lonesome George. Scientists believed that the Pinta Island tortoise population had been reduced to a single individual due to human activities, such as hunting, habitat destruction, and the introduction of non-native species. Lonesome George was a magnificent creature, estimated to be over 100 years old when he was found. He had a distinctive saddleback-shaped carapace, which is a common feature of Galápagos tortoises. His unique appearance and status as the last of his kind made him an iconic symbol of the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect the Galápagos tortoise species. Conservation efforts. The discovery of Lonesome George sparked a worldwide conservation effort to save the Pinta Island tortoise species from extinction. Scientists and conservationists recognized the importance of preserving Lonesome George's genetic material and attempting to breed him with closely related tortoise species to revive the Pinta Island lineage. Lonesome George was relocated to the Charles Darwin Research Station on Santa Cruz Island in 1972, where he was provided with a comfortable enclosure. Despite numerous attempts to find a suitable mate for him among other tortoise species, he never successfully reproduced. This was due in part to the genetic divergence that had occurred between the Pinta Island tortoises and other Galápagos tortoises over the centuries. The quest for a mate. The search for a mate for Lonesome George was an international effort that spanned several decades. Scientists scoured the Galápagos Islands, hoping to find a female tortoise that might share enough genetic similarity with Lonesome George to produce viable offspring. However, their efforts were in vain, as no Pinta Island tortoise females were found. As technology advanced, conservationists turned to genetic analysis to better understand the genetic makeup of Lonesome George and the possibility of resurrecting the Pinta Island tortoise lineage. It was discovered that the closest living relatives to Lonesome George were tortoises from Wolf Volcano on Isabella Island, which shared a common ancestor with the Pinta Island tortoises. The legacy of Lonesome George. Tragically, Lonesome George passed away on June 24, 2012, marking the end of the line for the Pinta Island tortoise species. His death was a somber moment for conservationists worldwide, but it also served as a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving biodiversity and the need to protect endangered species from the threats of habitat destruction and invasive species. Lonesome George's story did not end with his death, however. Efforts to study his genetic material and potentially use it for future conservation purposes continued. The hope was that his unique genes might help in the ongoing efforts to protect and restore other endangered Galápagos tortoise species. The ongoing conservation efforts. The conservation work in the Galápagos Islands has continued, not only to protect the remaining tortoise species, but also to restore their habitats and remove invasive species that threaten the native flora and fauna. Conservationists have established breeding programs and work tirelessly to safeguard the Galápagos tortoise's future. Lonesome George's legacy lives on as a symbol of the broader challenges and successes in conservation. His story has highlighted the importance of preserving Earth's biodiversity and the need for proactive measures to protect endangered species before they become as isolated and lonesome as he was. In conclusion, the story of Lonesome George and the Pinta Island Tortoise is a poignant reminder of the fragility of our planet's ecosystems and the critical importance of conservation efforts. While Lonesome George's species may have been lost, the ongoing work in the Galápagos Islands serves as a beacon of hope for the survival of other endangered species and the preservation of Earth's natural wonders. It underscores the need for global cooperation in the face of ecological challenges and the responsibility we all share in protecting our planet's remarkable biodiversity.